Hey everybody, today we're going to be air propagating plants, mainly fruit trees. You can do this just about any kind of plant. I'm going to show you a real simple, easy way. Me and Amber was looking online and seeing other ways, and we thought we can do it this way just as easy. The first thing you want to do is take your cut, and what you're going to do is take off the skin at a place in the tree. So you just want to cut around it. So you just want to cut all the way around it, at the one on the top and then one at the bottom. Sorry y'all, there's four-wheelers coming through. Just take your time and go around it, and then what you're going to do when you cut them, you want to put a line between both of them, and then you're basically cutting a sleeve out of here. And then you'll want to peel the skin back after you get that cut. This comes right off. The purpose of this is to get down inside of it where it won't try to heal, it'll actually try to root. We're going to be using some root and hormone powder. Most people don't talk about it when they're air propagating, but this is basically a must, because when it comes to this is pretty hard to do with moisture control. Do it in the air, so this is the easiest way to do it. You'll want to put a little bit on the dirt and actually on the wound. So just sprinkle it on it. And what we did is we took the sleeve to the trash bag that we cut the square. We filled it up with dirt. So we're putting the root and hormone powder on it. And now we're going to tie the bag around it. You want to make sure you get the stem in the middle of the dirt though. At first you can always get it tied up and then try to work its way around it a little bit. But we kind of made it a little easy here for us. We put it on in a pot, and we're just going to roll it up. Just roll it up. Tuck it on the inside. Wrap the sleeve around it. And then we're going to tie it at the end, or use zip ties. Sorry it's so bright out here. The sun's so bright today in Texas. But it's 84. Lows in the 50s, but highs in the 80s. But you just want to make sure you get around it. Around the cut, the root and hormone powder and the dirt. Seal it up real good. Make sure the dirt's really saturated wet at first. And let it drain just a little bit. And then it can basically look like a piece of candy. But you just put the zip ties at the end and wait a while and it'll root. I'm going to come back after we zip tie this real quick. So this is what it looked like. We put a little bit more water in there at first and then let it drain out here, and then I'll zip them up real tight and we'll wait. Then we'll have a whole nother key lime tree. We're going to go up here and do a peach tree now, and I'll show you a way that we use the corner of the bag to do it on this way. I find it easier. This was some leftover and I didn't want to waste the bag. But either way, you can use anything. You can even buy little clip-on things online to do it in if y'all wanted to. I just don't like spending money that way. I see it can be used in different ways, better ways. But this is a pretty easy way. So we're going to go up here and do the peach tree now. So we're over here at the peach tree now, and what I did is there was this branch that didn't produce fruit on this one because it was a younger branch that came out this year, but we cleared it out right here. We're going to take this corner of the bag like this, and we're going to put it on here and air propagate it. So what you want to do again is first take off the skin again. So you just want to go around it. Just make sure you get down to to the main bark, underneath the bark. Just want to cut down it. And then take the skin off. There it is. Some people scrape the main part. I mean, I don't believe you have to. We'll hit it a little bit and put a couple scrape marks into it. it's really the roots that come out right up here, not down here in the middle. Just take it right off. Yeah, just hit it a little bit, rough it up. Alright, so on this one you're going to want to take the bottom corner, the point down here, and you're going to grab it and then wrap it in where you're making like a funnel. If anybody's ever made like a little funnel, and then you'll put a zip tie around it, and then this way it's a funnel, and then you can just peel it up and then fill it with dirt. Make sure it's moist, wet dirt. That way it helps the growth on it. Yeah, you just want to make a funnel and you're going to fill it up with dirt, and then again you're going to twist. You'll want to twist it and then let it sit there and it'll root eventually. Alright, so we got it filling up with dirt here, and when we get to the cut part we're going to add the rooting hormone powder, and that should help a lot. And then we're going to fill it up with some more dirt and then we'll zip it up. So right before you zip it up, just go ahead and pour a little bit of water in there and leave that bottom zip kind of loose. This way it'll drain out, because you want to make sure the rooting hormone powder gets wet, and plus you want to make sure the soil's wet, that way it actually has a chance to root. Alright, so Amber's wrapping it up here now that we got the dirt and the rooting hormone powder in it. You just want to make sure it's wrapped up where no soil falls out or it stays all the way around it. Make sure the stalk's in the middle. You just want to wrap it up. So extra water coming out, that's why I said leave it a little loose. You don't want to get too wet in there, it won't never really root right. Just let it drain out a little bit. And there it is. And then we'll have a pretty big peach tree. This is the branch all the way up here. It comes all the way down here. Yep. We'll have a whole nother big peach tree. 6 foot, heck. It's pretty big, maybe 5 foot. I mean, it's that easy. So now we're going to go do a plum. I'm not going to put them on video because you basically get how to do it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'm going to do a rose too. So y'all stay tuned and check it out. I might do some other things. I don't know what I'm really going to do. So here goes the rose. Just do it the same way. Pretty thick stalks on these. Yeah, you did the same way. You zip it up. Leave it there. I don't know, 2 weeks to a month is my guess. Somewhere right in there. I'm just going to check on the roots. I'll pop that top one off every once in a while, and then look in there and see if it has roots yet. And then I have a new rose plant. Look how big this thing is. The whole no rose bush there. Alright, I think I'm going to go do the plum now. There it is. Just make your cone. See what it looks like in here. Little cut mark, a little bit off the bottom. I'd leave like where you can get like 2 or 3 inches of dirt underneath it. We'll fill it up and it'll be another tree pretty soon. Well, short thing, won't it be? Well, there it goes. All done. This is the plum. We're gonna leave it there and wait and check on it, and then be in the update, of course. Got some plums on it right now. So that'll be cool. I guess I'm gonna wait on the peach. The mosquitoes are getting me out here, so. Alright, well I hope y'all enjoyed anyways, and try it, and if y'all do try it, post some pics on my Facebook if you're on there. If not, come join me. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh wait, we're gonna do the update. Okay, now it's time to check on these. It's been a month and a half. It spurred off some new growth. It actually has fruit on it, so it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Most suggestion that people would say would take off the fruit. I'm going to leave it on. If you do have fruit on it, you can make the decision to leave it on there or take it off. But we're going to check it and see if it has roots now. You just want to open it up. And it has lots of roots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So be careful, don't damage them. And just close it back up and get you a pair of cutters or some loppers or shears and cut it right at the bottom of it.
Okay.
No, a little bit up. I'd say right where the plastic ends, yeah. So you're gonna get about an inch underneath the bag.
Dang.
If you left any hang off, put about right there, yeah. That's good. Yeah, cut it at an angle this way when after you cut it, water will run off of it. You just want to cut it off. And there's your new tree. Our new tree. We're gonna go plant it now. So while we're headed out front to go plant this, I wanted to stop by the plum tree I did. Stuff like this happens. The soil could have dried out, could have been human error, could have just been nature. My thoughts are it has fruit on it. So I think the fruit just really sucked the energy out of it and kept it from rooting. So if something like this happens, you just want to cut it off, the whole bag, and it'll be gone. It'll be done for that one if it's completely dead. You can, if it happens to dry out in there, put a little water in the warm it, wet it back up, and then it could come back out later. On this one it looks pretty much dead. The way you can check to see if it's completely dead is just to snap one of the limbs. If it breaks real easy, then it's dead. And you can cut it off and it'll continue to grow. Probably a new shoot come out right where you cut it. Alright, let's get up here and finish planting this lime, and then we'll check the rose and the peach. So it seems that roses take more than a month, because it's just now starting to form and heal itself to create roots. So we're going to have to wait on this one. We're just going to cover it back up and wait. So things you'll need is a pot and some dirt, and then some distilled water. You can just let the water sit out. Use your dog's water, you know, when you refill it, I do. But just cut the little zip ties off of it now. Use a knife or scissors, whatever you prefer.
Sharper knife.
Yeah, sharper knife than that one. But just take it off, and wow, nice root growth. Let's see here. Yep, real nice, healing up nice. See how it heals up right there? That's pretty good, it's growing good. Okay, so now what you want to do is just stand it up in the middle. You want to have the roots down a ways. I'll go down a little bit normal, then you plant the tree. Right there's good. Be sure don't break the roots. Spread them out if you need to. Just make sure that they grow all around. This is temporary. You have to put it in a bigger pot after this. But you want it to get a good root stock on it. Get it growing good. You want to make sure it's down a little bit deeper, and then put maybe 4 or 5 inches of soil on top of it. This way it won't dry out as easy. Right, I'm using compost and a lot of worm castings in this. It's going to need a lot of nitrogen at first. And it's going good, so I have a good feeling this one's going to take real good. And then that's about it, really. Water the heck out of it for the first week. I'd water it every day. I wouldn't let it sit in water. Make sure you have good draining soil. And that's about it. Got you some new trees. Let's fill her up. Give it a big drink. This one has fruit on it, so maybe it'll hold the fruit. I'm hoping it does. That'll be pretty cool. That's a key lime. Alright, so I'm planting it now. But we're gonna plant it. It actually has some new growth here. And there's the root system. There's roots coming all out and in the bottom. Should have waited really about another 3 weeks, I guess, so it could have developed bigger root system. But if you do happen to do this, just make sure you grow it in the shade. I'd probably grow it in the shade for about a month and then gradually move it over. This one was actually in the sun, but with the small root system, you don't want to put it in the sun. It ain't going to survive if you do. You just want to cover the roots up real good and deep, and then just play the waiting game and wait for it to root real good. I give it, like I said, a good month to root, and then I would start gradually putting it over in the sun a little bit. You just don't want to throw it right in the sun. You'll have to get it used to the sun again. Make sure you bury it deep, enough in the bucket where it don't fall over if you do a big one, and maybe put some support on it. I think this one's will be okay. I'm gonna lean it up against the shed in the shade and let it root real good. And heck, it's how you get a whole nother tree off of one. This is, again, I'm using compost and worm castings. So, well, it sucks that the rose plant had to take so slow and then my plum tree didn't take. But it's okay, we'll get some out of it sooner or later. These will do for now. Hope this helps some of y'all, and please share and tell others, and I hope y'all try it. Talk to y'all later. Such a big peach tree in a little 3-gallon bucket. Big old peach tree now. This should do fine. I'll keep it watered good. If there is any lower branches that happen to touch the dirt, I'd trim it up about 2 or 3 foot. That's what I did. I only had to take off actually 1. But you want to have a nice base and make sure you don't have no larger suckers at the bottom. That way you can get good wind flow underneath it. There it is. Free peach tree.